here as well. Okay, hi. There seems to be a slight connection issue, but it should be fine. Okay, so the nest is up there, and we've got a net just in case. We hope that we're not going to have a problem that they're going to try and fly, but Ari's quite prepared, so we're going to see whether we can get sorted. Okay, so I'm going to take that.
You're going to need 2 hands. Give me the net.
Yeah.
I think you're going to need 2 hands to go again. Ooh.
Very strong in comparison to the...
Sorry, I'm just going to... Apologies for the camera shake. Just...
Okay.
You can hook it on, yeah, like that.
That. Okay. A bit better than I was expecting, actually.
Yeah. I mean, they're feisty, but they're not. That one.
This one.
Almost escaped.
Yeah, almost. Wings in.
Yeah,
Careful.
a bit of flat flies flying around, so they do have external parasites. I'm going to drop this net now. We're done with that.
So hopefully the sound is good. I've got a bit of an issue with my microphones, which unfortunately couldn't connect them up, so
I hope they can hear me.
I trust it. I'm going to try and keep the camera as close as possible, and then we should be okay.
Right, so I have ringed a youngster, or I have caught a youngster before, but never a nestling of these ones. And I think these data with all these birds, that you know exactly, when they hatch and everything, it's so valuable.
Yes.
Let's see how they're doing. So adult speckled pigeons is going to be around 270, 350, around about there. This is 244.1 gram. It's not too bad. It's close to adult weight. What I am going to do is, I prefer to ring a dove in the bag.
They're a lot stronger than the.
They are very strong.
They're actually
and
quite difficult to get your hand around them. Not like the woodhoopers.
Yeah,
they're a
so
lot smaller.
by putting them in the bag, I don't have to constrain them with my hand, and it's not good, especially with doves.
Yes.
And the other thing is, their legs a little bit like fleshy, so you've got to measure them carefully, not to squash it. Measure it quite loosely. Gives me a 7 more. So I'll do it this way around. Gives me like a 6.3, so a 7 mil ring will do fine. And I know that typically you're going to put a 7, maybe an 8 mil on them, but they pretty fully grown, so a 7 should be fine.
Okay.
And so that's one size up from what I typically put on the woodhoopers. You'd think they will take, those woodhoopers actually take a big ring, I think. I don't think it's the pigeons that take a small ring. Alright, ring number in the wrong place. 6.
So, how easy is it to tell gender on these ones?
It's just about impossible. I recall I ringed one at my house, an adult that I caught, and as I released the bird, she went and sat on the roof, and immediately a male came to her, and when I say a male is, he started displaying.
Okay.
And I made the note in the comments where I upload the data. It's like possible female, because male displayed to her upon release.
That was really lucky.
So that's the only one I've ever put a sex information on. You can see the ring is nice and close. Can't get my nail in there, and lots of space. So what I'm going to remember me when I ring the other one, I want to put the ring on the left.
On the
opposite.
opposite,
Then we know without any color.
Yeah, so this is on the right.
Yeah, this one is
So
on the
we
right.
need to go left.
Okay, so.
Yeah, just so you know, we don't have the large enough rings, color rings for these. So the one is going to be ringed on the left leg and the other one on the right leg. So there aren't any others around that have got rings, so we should be able to recognize them.
And I would assume it's their parents that's feeding at the feeder, you know.
Yeah, but we have a couple of different pairs here.
There's
no doubt about that.
But at least the parents should be somewhat, some of the ones. They are beautiful.
I was a little concerned at this time of the day because the parents tend to feed them around about this time. But
okay. Just hold on.
Chase them.
They're full of flat flies. Yo, just flies all over the place.
Oh, it's just weather. It brings in the flies. It's cloudy weather.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not gonna bother with that measure because it's not accurate now. Doves is difficult to measure. You've got to see that waxy part better, so I'm not gonna measure that.
Okay.
It's too difficult. Let me just get this tarsus length measurement. Yeah, that's fine. So I was wondering if we're going to see, we talked about the stress bars and things. I know you're not into light, but I don't see anything on them. The tails, you'll have to get in behind me. And you can see all those, like holes in the feather. Those are all mites and things that bite into the feather. So, but that's typical of a dove nest is just full of parasites.
Okay. You would think that the hurrikas are worse.
I think the smell keeps the nest clean.
I mean, even bugs have got their pride.
And yeah. And the other thing is, you know, young birds, those feathers are sort of low quality. I mean, they've got to grow them so quickly. It's not the strongest of feathers to begin with. I just think they show a lot of wear and tear immediately. Balancing them, I don't want to chuck them head down. And
You need a bigger bucket.
That's fine. I should have done this. I should have done this.
Oh, okay.
That
Can be
would have
flippant.
worked.
Yeah, that's.
No, I can't see my. Okay. This one is bigger, 259.7.
It's quite a bit bigger. So that means it's possibly male or not.
If you read the literature, the sizes overlap.
Okay.
It might just be the one that hatched first, and it's a day older and just always can outcompete.
If I remember correctly, they say the female tends to be. No, sorry. The male is supposed to be larger. It was exactly.
Marginal.
Yeah, marginal. But it's.
Now again, 7 more rings is going to be more than enough. So this one is slightly. I'm just thinking if I put an 8 more on, it's going to be too big. that on the other foot. Okay. So to get them was one thing, and it was actually relatively easy. This was the first one he took off. The other one was the one that tried to escape.
Yeah, I think the only possible reason is because he wasn't.
He was alone, yeah.
The other one wasn't in the way.
Yeah. No. But I'm still worried that when we do put them back.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to put both of them back at the same time.
Yes. But they can fletch. They say they can fletch at 21 days. I mean, that's more than a week ago already.
Yeah.
So they are due to. Okay. I'll just turn them around to get this leg up. This ring is a little bit more difficult than the others. It's an incolloy ring, not an aluminium ring that I typically put onto the octopus.
Oh, they've got a little bit more feathers.
Yeah, but this ring is like a little bit of a spring steel kind of.
Oh, yes.
You've got to close it very, very carefully as to not to overlap it. But you see flat flies fly off. It's not a bad thing. Hey, we're helping you get rid of your flies. I mean, it's part of what I used to. Every bird, when I go out and catch birds in the wild, there's always flat flies around, and it's not helping.
So they get under the feathers?
Yeah, they live in between the feathers. That's why they're so flat. Okay, that ring is perfectly on. Eventually. Let's see how big your wing is. So doves, especially big doves, the spurfells and things like that, I will ring in the bag, like I'm doing this one I before. Yeah. Slightly bigger, so it's probably just the one attached first. Now, it will always have that, hey, that's my book. We'll always have that advantage of outcompeting the other one for food. Tail is about the same length. Just give us your head. Oh, it's grumpy. Just slightly bigger. So the biggest difference was in weight and wing length. So, so it just means this one is the one attached first, nothing else. And it's the last thing I record is the feather length, which is so difficult, but you can see there's still some sheaths around the feather. They're still actively growing, because how we score the feathers, how far they've grown is relative to what they're going to be in total. And because all the feathers are growing simultaneously, it's not like you have old feathers to measure it against. But they are close. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
And well, putting them back. But yeah, they're doing well. I think they're strong. The weather is better now, so if they
it's much better weather now.
Fledge, heat is like the only factor, and there's enough cool
I was concerned that we're going to have the same wind that we've had the last 2 days in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We had this extreme wind.
Okay. You can extend it, yeah. There's no lock, it just extends, and I think it's a good idea to just wedge it in there. I don't know how good that lock is. Yeah, that will help. And even if you have to hold your hand on it, maybe it's not going to like it. Just put it on and leave it.
It seems to be quite calm.
Seems to be fine, yeah. I'm not sure which way around it is, but yeah, if it feels bigger, then it's the bigger one. It's that's a job well done. Let's take that net down. I'm sure the other camera shows them better anyway.
Yeah, no, you see it a lot better with the other camera.
Yeah. But you can give me all of that.
Okay. Yes. And looks like at least we got them back in the nest. And they should have it. I would imagine they're probably going to fledge tomorrow. That's very, very likely. Okay, but thanks again for watching. And Ari, if I can just get my camera. Thank you very much again, Ari.
No, thanks for inviting me every time.
Okay.
And I think this is really, really good data.
Okay. Right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, cheers.